Hawaii has always been this place of mystery to me. You've got these iconic beaches, bone-crushing surf, dense tropical jungle, these dramatic cliffs that hug the coastline. It's a traveler's paradise. So when Matt Poole told me he was coming out to paddle from Molokai to Oahu, I jumped at the chance to share this.
My name's Matt Poole. I'm a surf life-saving Ironman and ocean paddleboarder.
MAUI I would consider as a gnarly endurance athlete.
The Ironman, they're right up there with some of the best athletes in the world, there's no doubt.
It's one thing to participate in it, but it's another to become the world champ at it.
I'm hoping to get my second Molokai to Oahu title, but in saying that, it's one of those races where you can do all the training, all the preparation, and sometimes things just don't go right on the day. There's no perfect script.
How far's the race?
55 kilometres.
And there's sharks in the water?
Plenty of tiger sharks. I haven't seen any. I've been pretty fortunate.
So the only thing between you and sharks is this board here?
Yeah. During the race, you've got so much other stuff to worry about. It's not like a huge factor. You don't even get time to worry about sharks. Actually, at the end of the paddle, you'd almost be stoked if a shark took you. You're in that much pain, you're over it. So.
Sounds fun, man.
The MOLOKAI is one of the most prestigious events in stand-up paddling and in prone paddling. A long tradition created by some of the best watermen from the North Shore of Oahu. There's, I think, a lot of personal clout by winning or participating in it.
More than just winning it, I think doing the MOLOKAI channel and actually completing it is just a feat in itself. It's almost more of an internal battle.
Hawaii brings that spirit to it. It's not dog eat dog, really. You just get a sense that it's more than the competition.
The history behind the Ka'ivi channel, which means the channel of bones, is really intense, dating back all the way to the ancient Hawaiians. They were crossing between all these islands on canoes and even swimming as a challenge of becoming a man. They call it the channel of bones for one pure reason, is because it's taken many, 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 many lives.
There's no shortcuts in this race. For me, generally, in the Ironman series, a race could go from anywhere from as short as 15 minutes right through to as long as an hour. When you're dealing with a race that's 4 to 5 hours, your preparation completely changes. You know, natural talent and being able to read the surf will be able to take you maybe 2 hours or 3 hours into the race. But that back end of the race where it's certainly won or lost is done on sheer volume of training and who's got the biggest engine. I'm basically just trying to build up as much fitness as possible. Swim training 4 times a week, I'm running 3 or 4 times a week, 1 or 2 gym sessions, and then I'm trying to get on the ocean for around 3 or 4 long paddles during that week as well. The quantity in the week is massive. The quality gets tough. Obviously there's only so many weeks you can continue to do that before the body starts to break down and you can really run your body into fatigue. So trying to manage that with recovery and that sort of workload is quite a handful to juggle. But certainly when you get over to Hawaii, for me it's just about trying to get the body feeling good and focus on the skills of running the board and utilising the ocean. I certainly race best when I'm happy and relaxed, and yeah, I guess I like to make that side of the trip a bit of a holiday. I've been going out for a few board paddles and a few swims, but nothing to really exert myself.
Get out there. Do it. I might have a crack afterwards, for sure. Yeah.
Stays on without falling off. I'll shout him a beer. Just like that, he's gone. No beer.
Mate, I have a completely new respect for everything you do. That's hard.
It is. I saw you spend a little bit of time in the water.
I spend more time in the water than on the board. Like, I've done a lot of supping, a lot of surfing, a lot of skating. This is just a completely different ball game. The second you get up on your knees, if I'm paddling too much on this side by just millimeters, you flip instantly. But he makes it look so easy. And he's about to take this across one of the most deadly channels in the world.
Yeah, we just start the event briefing. All the athletes have to check in. I think this is my death waiver in case I don't make it home. Everyone's pretty pumped up, ready to race. So good to see everyone too. Like, I get to catch up with all my friends that are paddling. I got a few tips. There's a couple of guys that I definitely love to pick their brain and just learn a little bit about the tides. And we've got a new moon on Friday night, so there's a little bit happening out there in the ocean, and it's always good to sort of take it in and try and put a few aces up your sleeve for the race on Sunday.
can't see it, but I'm pretty confident according to my geography coordinates it's out there somewhere, the last. I think we're all good. Fingers crossed, but it looks all good.
What are you going to do now, test it?
You go for a float. Sweet. Can you put the dung in please, Dad?
Having a good support network is so important with athletes. There's so much work that has to go on behind the scenes to get yourself to the start line, and that's the work that I guess nobody really ever sees, but that's ultimately what allows athletes to do what they love. I'm very fortunate that I've had my dad handling for me for 10 years, which is pretty special. You know, he's the guy carrying the skis and the boards down the beach. When people are winning races and things are going right, it's very easy to be positive and happy, but there can only ever be one winner in a race. Sometimes, you know, things don't go your way and athletes aren't happy. Athletes are quite down on themselves, and that's when your support network are the people around you that you entrust to be there and to pick you back up, or you don't even have to, I guess, ask them or rely on them. That's just what they do, which is what makes that support network so much more special. Feeling good. Everything's fine-tuned and done. Off to bed soon, and when you wake up tomorrow, it's a crazy next 8 hours. It's a terrible feeling when you wake up.
Is it? You're like, oh shit, so you paddle back.
Because it's paradise here too.
Yeah, you look out the window and you're like, this is, oh shit. I had something to do today. What was it? Like, oh yeah.
The time's about 10 to 6. It's crazy looking out here and you can't actually see anything. They're just going to be going straight out into those winds, into nothing. It's a different frame of mind you have to have.
Oh, I had the best time out there.
There's such a weird vibe in the air. There's so much energy, so many smiles, everyone's joking around. But at the same time, you look at the faces, they're all intensely looking out of the ocean. You see that nervousness, you can sense it.
Hey Danny, how are ya? Yeah, you too.
Okay, if you're on the beach, can everyone form a circle, please? So, here we'll say the weather will be good, the wind will be good, and that'll be the easy part.
The hard work's already been done. That was done in Australia. When you come to Hawaii, there's no point fretting about what you may have missed. You know, you just got to be confident in yourself, look forward, and just mentally switch off, and you go into race mode. You have to do your job.
Got Matt closest, and then Daniel Shade in the middle, and then Matt Bevilacqua further over. They're going to street it out, those three.
You want to be up in the front, definitely. You don't want to sort of be chasing it. But generally, when I'm up the front, I'll race a lot better.
Mine's been breaking the chest.
Those hurt too.
I mean, these three have broken away from the pack by miles.
They're in their own competition now.
Yeah, they're in their own competition. This is where the podium will be, right here.
The mental toughness is what will win you the race or not. If you're going into the race and feeling physically on form but not mentally sharp, you're gonna just end up bonking 3/4 of the way through, and that's a common thing to happen.
You can't fake it, man. You can't fake Molokai. It'll just bring out all your weaknesses and you'll suffer, you'll have a horrible time.
There's going to be times where your body's just absolutely screaming at you. Mentally, you're just fighting demons, and every year I do that, but I've become acclimatized to that from racing for so long.
Even when you're as fit as you can be, there's moments out there where you wish you were anywhere else but out there, you know?
Stop, Matty.
Go, Matty!
You're well over halfway. Come on, mate. Come on.
Matt's currently coming third. Two of them are way too south, and the tide's going against them and the wind.
This is actually, I reckon, the worst part of water right now.
The beast about this race is that as soon as you start to fatigue is exactly when the hardest part of the race happens, right? You can see a while it's not getting much closer, then you come around into Portlock, and then there's a headwind the last couple of miles into the finish line. So it's a really tough way to finish a race.
He's going to jump in the water and actually get close to him, because it's the first time you can really get a better sense of where he's at, which I know he looks bloody fatigued, but still focused. We're still listening to what Ian had to say. We're still taking it all in and charge straight out of it.
Here we go.
Nearly there, home stretch. It's all an effort.
To come away with a third, I was very happy. In today's conditions as well, I found it really tough out there. It was super hot and the wind was a little bit funny. It wasn't as good as we first thought, maybe straight tailwind. Everyone's in the same battle, you know, but I found it difficult today. So I was in my own little headspace trying to just get the race done and do it as best as I can. To see Bevy win was also super awesome. Everybody hung around and watched everyone cross that finish line and smiling ears to ears as they'd accomplished their own personal goals.
With a time of 4:50.46 in third place, give it up for Matt Poole.
You don't really know what you're capable of until you push yourself both physically and mentally out of your comfort zone and into that dark, empty space. Only then will you find out what you're truly made of. It's this element of the unknown that keeps me coming back and challenging myself to go further, fight harder, and take on the biggest beast of challenges. It's that hunger to succeed that drives me to believe there really is no finish line.